Apparently, some of the nuts for the
Yeah. Nina's leaving me notes. Oh, that's nice.
See, what I'm thinking is, if you put this on here, you got, see, that's 40 thousandths.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be about 15. But we honed this all. Okay, so this is bigger than it's supposed to be, yeah. But also, this is smaller than it's supposed to be because it's worn.
Yes.
I got one right here that's not been honed.
And this ring that you have is from the other engine?
This ring is from this engine.
From this engine, okay.
But this we know is the original bore. At the top.
Look at that.
Of the top of that, right?
Look at that.
Well, let's see, that ring's not worn very much, so all our wear is in the bore. That's actually bad news.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see if we got carbon on there. Doesn't feel like it.
The question is, which block is better now at this point?
Well, see, that's kind of what we're debating. This one, we've already honed it out to where we have to in order to be able to use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's not horrendous. Interesting. Here's what's going on. Before, see, I had measured this with one of these rings,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in the 40,000 range. But look at this. Those are replacement. Those are new. These rings are fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm using a ring from here, and you notice now I'm getting numbers with very little ring wear,
Mm-hmm.
just the bore. Okay. So the internet says that it's supposed to be 4 thousandths end gap per inch of bore,
Mm-hmm.
which means we're supposed to be 12. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if your end gap is 10 thousandths more, your bore is 3 thousandths, what we thought. 3 thousandths.
So we're good? Now the rings we ordered. we can't.
Well, we can't file down the 20s and put them in that.
Yeah.
We can't do that. Dave said you can't do that. Now, I asked Dave, well, how soon could you bore me a block? And he said, well, I can't. I'm booked up for the rest of my life. He said, but, I mean, you own the shop and it's mind-blowing. It's stacked up.
Yeah, we need to go.
And put these together
Mm-hmm.
in this block. And just put in all our stuff
Okay.
and have a motor. We're throwing away the pistons, so we don't care about them, right?
Mm-hmm.
This set,
Yes.
because the one is
seized up.
garbage.
Yeah.
This, it'll suck by the time you hammer that out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that means that this set of rods is good.
Mm-hmm. So we have 4 rods.
And rod bearings that match the crank we're using,
Mm-hmm.
this crank.
Right.
So we're taking these off, so we're gonna have a set, that's the first one we're gonna do. We're gonna have a set here, boom, done.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna think about this. Now, we're thinking that there's something wrong with this number 4 rod, right?
Yes.
Now, there's no doubt about it, this was the worst one,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And we don't really wanna use that crank, because we got this, without sizing and polishing and whatever. Hey?
Mm-hmm. It's an egg.
How did that happen?
I still don't know. You tell me.
I think I do know. This is part of being, when you mess something up, being manning up about it. Okay? What I think happened was this was in there, and when I was pounding the rod out, I managed to snag a corner of this and bend it.
You bent it?
You know what I'm saying?
Uh.
Pounding down.
I don't think that would bend it.
Well, I don't either. But I don't have any other explanation. Is this rod really bad?
Well, bearings say it is also.
The bent bearings say that, but what about good bearings? What do they say?
So far, it looks good. It's good.
It's good to me.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 sets of rods.
So you're thinking that bearing got hot and just warped?
I'm thinking I bent it somehow. I don't know how the hell I did it. But I know it's bent. And I know I worked on it by myself. So who else? Who else is there?
Blame someone else.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so I think I see where you're going with this.
So that goes with that.
So where you're going with this is we assembled that engine with standard,
With
those
what,
pistons,
with what we have.
and build this one.
And we don't need to disassemble this set, that means, because now we're going to use this number 4 rod.
Yeah. So now we don't get to play with the press.
Well, we need to a little bit.
Oh, we gotta press these out. These
Now,
are
hold on a second. See this?
Mm-hmm.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Which means this set of rod bearings is no good.
So we get a new set of rod bearings.
Well, or we can use this set and put them in these rods. Or we can press everything apart and we can use these rods and these pistons.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, not really, because you brought the press and Dave gave me this thing to use. So now we got all the right stuff.
Okay.
And we'll get to do it. This kind of stuff's fun once you patiently get the stuff.
Well, I'm glad that you know what you're doing, because if I assembled this, it would be knocking like crazy.
Well,
I'll have
Dave said, he said, look, if you got 5 thousandths, you need to knurl the pistons, otherwise you risk having piston slap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think we have 5, I think we have 3.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it'll be okay. You know, maybe
Well, if not, we got a plan B.
I mean, we're building a real engine anyway,
Yeah.
you know. So that's what I would do.
Okay.
Now look at this. Don't think we've got 2 engines. It's not quite that simple. Look at these lifters.
Mm-hmm. They're trash.
You see what I've done?
Mm-hmm.
This is the orange engine, and this is the parts engine.
Yeah.
I picked out the 8 that I think we want,
Yeah, they look the best.
and rejecting those 8. Well, we're not going to put that
No.
in an engine. So you see, we only have 1 set of lifters.
Yeah, which is no big deal. We can buy those.
Well, or we can decide we're going to run our shop engine until
They both.
we don't like it, and then we'll take our parts out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is the most valuable engine in this shop. These things are hot. These 1.3, because there's also all three series of midgets and sprites. They all need to be upgraded to this, because the 1.1 and the 1.0 were really junky. Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody wants these 1275s. You go on eBay.
I did go on eBay. I was like, maybe we could just snag one of these already built. And
No,
that's
you
not,
can't.
It's, yeah.
They're
I
very,
tried.
so in a way, maybe we're sort of compelled to build both of them, you know, I mean, and have.
I say we build both. I mean, I don't see why not. It's not that much parts. I mean,
We can sell the block and stuff like that if we end up, we want to do that.
no, let's do it. Let's build it.
But,
I'm down to build it. I know you're down to build it.
yeah, well, I'd probably just throw this together with some standards and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it would be good.
What do we got to lose,
Nothing.
you know?
Nothing at all.
I've built engines with excessive ring gap before. I've done it. I've never really been you notice I didn't have one of these because I've never really done that.
I sent that to you. I was like,
You know, I just bore it out and do it right,
yeah.
or just put it together
This
cobbled
thing was like
with
25
standards.
blocks. I was like,
Well,
you might as well have it. You know?
Yeah, and it's yeah. You notice I already mounted it on a thing
Yeah,
here, so
yeah.
it's
Solid.
it's ready to work. You know,
Yeah.
you've got room here to.
That handle is just garbage.
Well, but you know,
It does
actually,
the job.
I tried it on one of the rings, and that goes on there like that, and you just give your little tension, and
That's all it takes.
extremely nice. I love it.
Okay.
I've filed rings with a file before, and in trouble with that, you get all this
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. Yeah, such a simple tool. And it works. Opening boxes is always fun.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see what you got. This is a little light though for a
Does seem-
manifold. I don't know.
does seem
We might have
light,
got scammed. That wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, it'll be aluminum. That'd be better.
Yeah. So this is supposedly a exhaust manifold. We got off Craigslist. We're about to find out if we got scammed. I usually get scammed off Facebook Market.
That's the thing with this old junk. Sometimes you gotta take a chance and Craigslist or this, that, there, because
Yeah.
this is another part like the engines. These, I was reading stuff from on the forum from like 2015, and they were saying, oh, they're everywhere for 25 bucks a piece. Not now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. The guy must make these.
They look good.
They're new,
Very good.
and they're real visible when you open the door. So
Yeah.
I said, we want them.
Yes.
So that's
They're
nice.
cheap. They're
That's
super
nice.
cheap. Yeah.
There you have it.
Flawless.
Nothing's broken. That's stripped out, but we can use a bolt. We don't care really about that. This, I can get that out of there. And this one is a bolt also, so we may
Just use the bolts.
just go all three.
It's much better than what we have. We have some welded.
Oh, this is way better than what we have. It says 1275 right on it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the stuff.
Very good.
I love that. Thank you, Craigslist. I take back everything mean I ever said about you.
Until next time. All right, let's go get some paint.
Okay. Now, are you decided that you want to use the urethane paint?
You tell me. Whatever you say, we're gonna use.
Okay, the last sunbeam I painted, I used the urethane. And when you get done with it, it looks like what it is, urethane. Okay, it doesn't look like enamel.
Okay.
Um,
Well, isn't that the case with all
However,
single stage stuff?
you can make it look like enamel pretty easily by buffing it.
Okay.
Or if your chaz painting on the driveway, you're gonna be 2000 sanding anyway to get rid of all the everything, dust and everything. And then buff it. And then it looks like enamel. It really does. That sort of clear, urethane is all actually just clear urethane with tint in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's not really red paint. It's clear. It's clear
I see.
paint with red tint.
So what's the advantage of using that kind of paint? What's the positive about using that paint?
It's half of what enamel costs or less,
Oh, so okay.
okay? You put a ton on and buff it, it'll be great. It'll look more authentic than this does. Okay? You see these are clear coat?
Yeah.
You know, you catch the light and they look yellow because there's no such thing as clear. It's extremely light yellow,
Yeah.
you know? But here, I don't think that's clear coat, is it? I didn't paint this car.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. See, and so that's really the look that we want,
Okay.
is the old enamel look.
All right.
But this car's been buffed to death, as you can see. This is buffed where this paint's actually
Oh wow, you fixed that.
paint's kind of thin. Yes, and those of you who've been watching us, if you're worried about this motor leaking oil, it's fixed. I went through the whole engine and tightened everything.
So it was just all loose?
The side cover was so loose, it was finger loose.
Oh man.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I did the pan, the cover, the top, everything. So it's fixed. And yeah, then I went ahead and puttied, sanded these and painted them over. I know it looks terrible, but
it's better than it was.
it's fine for Chaz to drive it around. One day we'll paint the car.
This thing's cleaned up and ready to be painted. Let's take a look at this paint real quick.
I know this is an MG green, similar to that Austin green that you see all the time. I think this is a little lighter maybe, I don't know. Or the Austin one's a little lighter, that's what it is. That's what her motor's gonna look like. Very military, isn't it?
I like it.
I wouldn't say this is covering fantastically well, but...
No, it's not. With that little brush, it's gonna take a while.
Well...
But not on video, though.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You just gotta snap your fingers like this. How'd you paint that so fast? That looks good.
Pretty good, huh?
I like it.
Got touching up over there you need?
No. Let's hope it runs as good as it looks. Actually, yeah.
That's really cool.